fall further back in the world if we don't change it. I spent 26 years carrying a weapon. And you know what I learned? You will not solve a problem without education. Guns don't change the world. Education will. So as soon as we get the people who are billionaires to comprehend that, which by the way, they learned how to make that money from who? By who?
Teachers!
By who?
Teachers!
They've forgotten that. We need to remind them, okay? And I appreciate everything you do. We support you. We stand with you. That is why I joined the board, because I want to fight for you. That's what I do. I believe in all of you. And hopefully we can get a message through to Harrisburg to wake up, stand up for us, or get out. It's that simple. You vote them out if they can't do it. Thank you very much.
Chris, you want to say something? No, thank you. Oh, come on. Yes, I can. A couple days ago, I was on the call with Andy, Pennsylvania, and before that, the week before that, I was on the call with Randy Weingarten. They came up with this idea because today is March 4th, so we are marching.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And what we're marching for today especially are all the children in our schools throughout the United States. It doesn't surprise me that a dumbbell like Trump sat next to a hero last Friday from the Ukraine and made fun of what he was wearing. Tells me a lot about that so-called DOGE. It's not okay. Not okay. But when you're thick as a brick, there's not much to work with there. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene, we all know how brilliant a moron she is. So her boyfriend of the hour, another brain, asked Mr. Zelensky, President Zelensky, don't you own a suit? They're bullies. Bullies.
That's terrible.
Ignoramuses.
Rude.
Because you know what? You don't go into battle every day against Russians
In a suit.
wearing a suit. You will have a suit of armor and you're carrying a weapon to save your country. That's a democracy. We're losing ours. People voted for this guy thinking he was going to make change. He made change, all right. He made change. He puts Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in charge of health. The man's a heroin addict. How do you put a heroin addict in charge of health? He names a drunkard, an alcoholic, to lead the state. How is that even possible? The Department of Defense? If Russia gets him in Russia, they'll ply him with vodka and prostitutes, and that'll be the end of it. Trump's in Putin's pocket. Trump is Putin's puppet. Russia is where my grandfather came from and got out of there to come to this glorious nation of ours so we can live in liberty. Have constitutional amendments, rights. But he doesn't want them for the likes of us. He wants them for all white people. You know what that's called?
Yes.
What? Who knows the word? Starts with an N. White nationalism. He doesn't care about black people, people like me. He doesn't care about the American Native Americans. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Ukrainian Americans or Polish Americans. He cares about white people like him who are a bunch of Nazis. And if you don't believe me, get thee to a library and get thee some really good history books and read. Because I'm not kidding you when I tell you, this man is a Nazi. And Elon Musk with him is a Nazi. And we are not going to have that in the United States of America. Because I know what happened to that leader of that Nazi movement in Germany. He ended up in a bunker killing himself with his girlfriend. And the guy in Italy was hung upside down. So guess what? Death be to tyrants. We fought a revolutionary war, and we've maintained our democracy all these years, And we're not giving it up for the likes of that dumbbell. No.
Don't go back.
When you know dumb, you know it. You know what it looks like now. It's orange, with orange hair. Doesn't speak very well. Doesn't understand certain vocabulary words like grocery store. That was a hard one. The price of butter, the price of eggs. He never went into a grocery store, which is very difficult to believe. But here we are, defending this very democracy. Not far from where you and I are standing is the Gino Murley offices, where all of our veterans have a right to go there so that they can have a good home in their twilight years and be well cared for. We have a veterans hospital down in Wilkes-Barre for the same reason. In 2025, and I think, don't hold me to it, it's either section 13 or 21 of it, he's cutting veterans benefits. Veterans benefits. He's taking away, and that Brescherhan kid down there, who just won election in Pennsylvania to go down to Washington, he promised. He gave his word.
He lied.
We're going to march there next. Next action will be right there.
He would not touch Medicare or Medicaid or Social Security. The other day he voted with Trump. Make the slashes to Medicaid. These people are liars, and they lie, and they lie, and they lie, and you and I have to stand and fight like hell to stop the lying. Because as far as I know, lie after lie after lie is an evil thing. And evil is about here. We've got evil among us now, and we've got to fight. So we cannot leave down our guard. We cannot. We can't wait for other people to do what we're doing. We cannot. 2 Saturdays ago, I stood over there in the corner by one of the Connell building because I thought we were going to have a rally to save Seatown Park. So there I stand, and I'm thinking, oh my God, did I get this wrong? What's going on? Then I saw Pat Vesta walking down the street. He said, Rose, are you sure we got this right? And then more people came. Danielle Chesick from our school board, her son loves the Seatown Park, and so she started it. And little by little by little, over to the Statue of Columbus, that corner was filled with several hundred people because we fought to protect the park. He wants to go into the national parks and destroy them. He doesn't care. He wants to get up to the Delaware and destroy it.
Everything. Yeah.
And because we make sense and we speak with facts, he hates our guts. Well, good. I hope he does. I hope he does. Because I just learned something, and this is where I'm going to end. Rachel Maddow talked about a United States senator last night, and this man was a senator in 1940. And he was on his way home. He was telling all the same stuff you're hearing today. He was on his way home from Germany and the plane crashed. But in his pocket, they found a letter that he was going to present to our Congress. And guess what they uncovered about this United States senator? Similar to what we're finding today. That United States senator in 1940 was hired by the Nazi government and was paid by the Nazi government to turn against us and ruin our country. And the same damn thing is going around. Lindsey Graham, what a coward. A jag-off.
Jag-off.
This is what we're dealing with.
Traitor.
They take a knee to the despot. Well, Jesse Owens in 1936 didn't take a knee, and he didn't bend down the flag of the United States either. And guess what? Jesse Owens was a black guy. That infuriated Adolf Hitler because he believed in the Aryan race. Blonde, blue-eyed, pale. That's what Trump wants. All white.
Orange.
Orange.
It is more.
Stick for hair.
Only the Crayola flag is in our state. So anyway, I want to especially thank every single one of you. I know y'all worked today, except for my retired friends who didn't.
Oh, we worked. Retirees work. There's a lot of TV to watch. Catching up. 36 years, I'm catching up.
So anyway, thank you
Okay.
thank you for coming out.
Yes.
Please,
And we can
please,
mow here?
whatever you do. We can do this regularly, but we've got to pay attention to the facts, not the hypocrisy that we're seeing on television. Listen and learn from people who are giving you facts, because tonight in Washington, D.C., you're not going to hear any facts from that meeting. You're going to have lies and lies and more lies.
That's a gaslighting. Turn it off.
Turn your back to it. Turn it off.
Yeah, boycott it. Don't watch it.
And you know what else? Don't forget, try every week, as Pat and I talk about a lot, don't order anything from like Amazon or any of the onlines. Don't. Even one day a week. That's going to hurt them, just like the bus boycotts hurt down in the South. We can do it here. We can start here in Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. So, I'm going to give it to Pat. Thank you out of the bottom of my heart. Thank you.